The late adopter. We got a falling wedge on the chart right now. It's in the small time frame, it's 4-hourly time frame, but still we got a falling wedge. And you know, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. And you know what that means, guys. You know what that means. That means up. That means moon. That means, you know, towards the sky. So the question is this, you know, legit falling wedge? There's other ways you can draw this falling wedge, but, you know, give or take, it's in the ballpark area right now that you are seeing on the screen right now. And you can see right over here that we are breaking out right now. So, you know, all good, all dandy, like, do we need to discuss this, you know, further? I think we do. So, you know, we're gonna say a little bit what's been happening on the daily time frame now that we are breaking out. Now, as you can see, this breakout up here, whether this is a legit or breakout or not, give or take. First thing first, still 1 hour and 39 minutes left, so it would be nice. It would be nice to close above this level up here. That's right now around something like 42,363, because, you know, higher highs and stuff like that. We like that, right? So we had this high, we want to have a higher high, we had low, we want to have a higher low and stuff like that. Maybe it's creating some kind of some kind of a rising wedge up here, you know, and then we go down and up again, you know. We want to go into the bearish kind of talk. Any kind of down moment is bearish and FUD talk, so we won't go into that. But, you know, it is nice that we are breaking towards the upside up here, you know, all good and dandy. It would be nice if we close, you know, above certain levels here on the after 1 hour and 39 minutes. So we're gonna see how that actually plays out. But it is a decent falling wedge. Now there is like I said in the start, there's different ways you can draw this falling wedge, but, you know, I think it's okay, right? The way we see it, looking at it right now, it's okay. It's okay. So I think this is a legit falling wedge, and, you know, it might just play out eventually. Now what do we have here on the daily time frame? And you'll see on the daily time frame that this candle up here is a lot bigger than the previous candle. Now we gotta close the day. We gotta close the day above this line. That's 42,372. Give or take up there in the ballpark area. If we can close above this level today, we get what's called a bullish engulfing candle. It's a very good candle. It shows some kind of bottoming sentiment as well. When you get to some kind of bottom and you get these big you know, bullish engulfing candles, that might indicate some kind of button. Now we also talked about previously about the pattern up here that goes something like this and then breaks to the upside, but, you know, sometimes it does, you know, another move towards the upside. It creates this kind of some kind of double bottom down here, but this double bottom will only be confirmed after we get above, you know, this line up here. So as you see, there is a line on the 4-hourly time frame, there are 2 lines on the daily time frame. There is all sorts of lines that we gotta get through to, you know, to become bullish. So we're not quite bullish yet, but we do see some kind of ending to this madness, the downward madness that's been going on for a while. And if we can manage to get above 43.9, give or take 43.9, yeah, if we can get above 43.9 up here, that would mean that this is some kind of double bottom confirmed, because we are above the previous top up here in the middle, and that'd be nice bottoming pattern for us, you know, and we can continue towards the upside, and then we'll see, you know, how high we can get and stuff like that. But this over here, to me, it does look like it's already bottoming out down here if we can get this bullish engulfing candle. That said, what's the next step after this bullish engulfing candle? We can see that we are still below 10 moving average, and this is 20 moving average. So the best case scenario is not just getting back above the 10 moving average, but right now it's actually getting above the 20 moving average down here. So if we can move towards the upside and get above the 20 moving average, I will already become super bullish, you know, through the roof bullish. The next after that is 50 moving average, which is all the way up here at 46, something like that, but we'll see if we actually get to that or not. But, you know, we are still at some kind of bottom. It is some kind of start towards the upside, because on the 4-hourly we have this, you know, this falling wedge, you know, playing out. Depends on how you draw it, but, you know, it's in the ballpark area up here, give or take. And this falling wedge is not that what are you gonna say? We don't. It's not gonna push us that high up. I mean, it's gonna give us nice pump to maybe some kind of 44 levels. It's actually up here, previous top up here at around 43,000. But if you can get around something like 44,000 plus, you know, it's gonna be very nice move, because this, you know, like we said on the daily time frame, it's this top up here that we want to get above. and you can see that that's the top up here. So if this falling wedge plays out and we, you know, close somewhere up here, it's gonna be nice. Good times are coming, guys. Good times are coming. I think you know, right now, you know, it's the small moves that are happening right now in small time frames, and there is a huge, you know, resistance towards the upside right now that we are right now going in, like 10, 50 and 100 moving average up here. You know, that's also gonna be resistance. So you're gonna see if you can actually break that, you know, and continue towards the upside. But this is also gonna act as a resistance as well. So, you know, we got a few levels that we gotta break, but that is what's going to show the bullishness in the market right now. Can we break these resistance levels? Can we create this double bottom pattern, double bottom? Can we, you know, can we break out of this wedge and, you know, continue towards the upside? Can we get above the 50 moving average and 200 moving average? Can we get above 20 moving average on the daily time frame? This one is very important. Are we just gonna get stopped up here and just gonna crash on the downside? There is a lot of questions to be answered, but the most important thing is right now what we are looking at the price. We are looking how easily or how well we can manage to break the resistance towards the upside. Now, if we start failing to break the resistances towards the upside, if we start failing to, you know, get above certain levels, that will show bearishness, that will show weakness in the bulls, that will show weakness in the market, and we will have to look for a further down moment. But right now, the way, you know, the way we have been going for, you know, last, I don't know how long, since 69,000, I mean, this has been just like crazy. This is definitely like insane move towards the downside, and you know, I don't think this just can just continue like that. Like every time you have these kind of big moves towards the downside, eventually you have some kind of pump. I thought that the pump is gonna come here, it didn't. Pump is gonna come here. Look like there might be probability, but what if you do something like this up here? Then, you know, next pump. But this is crazy. This is crazy. So to stop this down moment, there is only one level that can stop this down moment, and that's this up here, guys. This is the level to stop the down moment. I mean, you can definitely maybe draw it something like this up here as well, and you know, maybe some are doing that as well. But I'm looking at this level up here. That's right now around 45,000. So if we can get above 45,000, we'll be you know, we'll be far above that level up here. Let me just remove the moving average so you can see this clearly. We'll be, you know, far above the 40. If we get above 45,000, we have broken this downtrend and we can look towards the upside. But right now, you know, I'm still looking at how this is gonna play out. Are we gonna, you know, get up here, you know, and towards the upside, escape towards the upside? Now, like I said, there is a lot of people drawing this triangle like this over here, and you see that, you know, a lot of people might, you know, become prematurely bullish. This is what I'm fearing. If they become prematurely bullish up here in between these two lines, so we break up here, everybody starts FOMO in, and then we start getting rejected up here and fall down again. So I'm looking at this 45k give or take plus give or take 45k to see how we react to that. Are most people looking at this resistance line as the, you know, the weekly, daily big trend line, resistance line that needs to be broken, or are they looking at this line over here? Because if they're looking at this line up here and then everybody starts foaming up in between these two, it is very probable to get just rejected, you know. But we'll see how that actually plays out. We'll see how that actually plays out. It does look good though. It does look good. Falling wedge is playing out. And if you look at it like this, technically we are not breaking the falling. Like I said in the start of the video, there are several ways to draw the triangle. Sorry, the falling wedge. You can draw it like this over here as well. And you can see if you draw it like this, then we are not out of the wedge, unfortunately. But if you draw it something like this, then you're out of the wedge, right? So, you know, it depends on how you draw the wedge, right? It depends on how you draw the wedge. If you draw it something like this, we are out of the wedge, and, you know, but if you pull maybe somewhere up here, then we are at resistance. So, you know, where the wedge goes, where is the resistance, you know, it's not perfectly defined. But you see here, we are at the very end of that move. Anyways, guys, not sure what to tell you right now. It is still, you know, we are still testing the lines up here to see, you know, whether this is gonna play out or not. Because if it just, you know, for whatever reason start getting rejected up here and, you know, go on the downside, it's gonna look bad. But, you know, we are looking towards the upside. We are looking for this, you know, everybody right now is looking for this falling wedge. Depends on how you draw it, of course. Depends on how you draw it. I like to draw it down here. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think this is more legit wedge because of these last weeks down here. So I think we are already breaking it. Let's see, look at the volume, because we haven't seen the volume. That is like kind of, the volume is kind of lacking down here. So, you know, I'm not quite sure whether we're gonna say this is a breakout or not. It's kind of, you know, kind of crappy breakout. But, you know, oftentimes the volume comes in on the retest. So oftentimes you'll break the, you know, resistance, and on the retest, the volume kicks in. So on the retest, volume kicks in. On the breakout, a lot of people are still, you know, very, you know, looking, will this pull back? Will we stay up here? What's gonna happen? On the retest, that's when the volume kicks in. If you get a retest, and the retest holds, then the volume kicks in. At least what I've noticed, you know, whether that's gonna be this time or not, depends. But this is the triangle, sorry, this is the falling wedge, everybody looking at this. Now, again, depends on how you draw this, Anyways, we're gonna see how this actually plays out, whether this plays out towards the upside or downside. I think right now we should go around some kind of, you know, 44,000 levels up here to the top of the wedge, and up here to the top of the wedge, give or take. But the question is, do we get rejected by this? Because I would love it. I would love it if we on the daily time frame, could maybe, possibly, hopefully get above this level. I mean, I think this level is very important. I think we need to get above that. If you can manage to get above that on the daily time frame, I don't know how, today, tomorrow, in 2 days, 3 days, I don't know. I think that would be very bullish for the price. I think that would confirm a lot of you know, a lot of people's, you know, technicals towards the upside, and that would be nice. So around 43.9, give or take. If you can get above that level eventually, that's gonna be nice. I'm just rambling around, guys. Have a nice day, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.